Welcome to Dubai 2025, the Smart Investment Guide. A transformative journey awaits you in the world's fastest growing metropolis. Whether you're an experienced investor or just starting, Dubai offers a wealth of opportunities combining innovation, sustainability, and unparalleled growth potential. From real estate to technology, tourism to trade, Dubai is not just a city, it's a global hub of possibilities. Today, we'll uncover the strategies and insights that will help you navigate Dubai's dynamic market and make smart, informed decisions for 2025 and beyond. Get ready to hear from industry experts, uncover the latest trends, and explore actionable investment strategies tailored for Dubai's evolving landscape. So grab your notebooks, stay engaged, and let's dive into Dubai's bright future together. Your journey to smarter investment starts now.
Let's unlock the secrets of smart investing in Dubai 2025. Thank you for joining us today.
Now, meet your host and expert guide for today's webinar, Sunil Chipa, CEO and founder for Shore Real Estate. With 4 years of experience in Dubai's thriving real estate market, Sunil has built a remarkable track record for a prestigious project by Nakheel, Miras, A'mar, and Dubai Properties. To managing a portfolio for top Indian investors, his expertise spans off-plan and resale deals. Today, Sunil will guide you through Dubai real estate opportunity, sharing valuable insights and answering your questions along the way. Let's begin this exciting journey together.
Hello, very good afternoon. I'm sure in India it's around 5 p.m. So it's an evening time. And in Dubai, we are connecting you from the place. So here it's around 3:30 p.m. now. It's a Sunday, so I'm sure you all are comfortable, and that's how we choose the Sunday as a time for all of us. This is in continuation to our monthly webinar, wherein the purpose is to connect with the people, to make them aware about how Dubai is evolving on the canvas of the real estate industry. And let's understand if there are any questions, clarifications, and if we can be part of the journey for the people's aspiration about Dubai. But before we begin, let me convey our sincere and best wishes to each and every one of you about the new year, and we hope that we do the homework. And that's how I have told to my own kid, whose name is Shoria, that what is the meaning of homework for 2025. So H is about health and happiness, and W is about wealth and wisdom. So we hope and we wish for every one of us that we do our homework and we become more healthier, more happier, more wealthier, and more wiser in this year. So this is our wishes for each one of us here. And before we deep dive into the world of Dubai and into the real estate and associated aspects, let me convey our sincere regards and thanks to each and every one of you from the Shore Real Estate team for giving us your valuable time. And what I keep hearing from each of those successful business people or to the entrepreneurs, that in today's scenario, the time can be the greatest gift. So thank you for giving your time for this journey. Let's go and understand that how we as a Shore Real Estate team has been part of the journeys of the people, of the clients, and of our stakeholders in last year. So we'll take your small time just to connect you that how the 2024 has been for a 1 minute only, and then we'll deep dive into the Dubai and real estate aspects. Thank you.
Thank you, 2024, for wonderful memories. Let's welcome 2025.
Perfect. So that's how we could be the part of journey of the investors and people and clients like you for last year. We are a very proud organization who boast that 80% and above of the clients or the stakeholders have been repeat or referrals for us. So that shows how Sure as an organization has been not only selling and buying the properties for people, but understanding the purpose and adding real value to their dreams and to their purpose. So that is how the Sure, and that's how our name is also being chosen very very carefully, that how the Sure as an organization can play the vital part of their own aspirations. We'll talk more about the Sure, but let me not take much of your time, and let's deep dive into the Dubai and real estate world here. So yeah, let's begin on Dubai real estate journey. So here, in our last month's webinar, we talked on little different agenda, that okay, Sunil is one of the person in Dubai in population. Here, Sunil is counted as a life. So there is a vital difference between when you consider Sunil as a count and when you consider Sunil as a life. When you treat Sunil as a life, you will be caring about the entire things which Sunil as a person will need for himself, for the family, for the education, for the living, for the experience. And that is what makes Dubai as a differentiating place across the world. And we have seen it in this real estate aspect. When we have a client, obviously our 70% of the clients are from India and the Indian residents here in Dubai, but 30% of the clients are non-Indians and non-residents. And everybody, we hear the same story, same experience, that Dubai is poised to be a place which is trying to take care of aspirations of each segment, whether you are an end user, whether you are an investor, whether you are a resident, whether you are a non-resident, whether you are a small child to the mid-age adult, or you are considering Dubai as a hub to call it as a place when you retire. So this is what Dubai in nutshell, and that's what I said. I will begin on this slide from the last point, which is progress connect. What I was trying to pitch on this slide of why Dubai, and let me go back for one more minute. What I said is, on this slide, instead of beginning from stable economy, let me begin from the last point, which is progressive leadership. And when we as a family, I'm getting now a lot of confirmation that voice is clear. So thank you for all the input, sir. Thank you. So what I meant on this slide is, and it's my personal journey. So I'm from Rajasthan, and let me connect here for 30 seconds. We are from Rajasthan, the small town called Bhilwara. It's a textile city. I'm basically an engineer. Have spent around initial 8 years of my corporate life with organizations like Amul in Gujarat, to Reliance Industries in Gujarat and Maharashtra, to Tata Chemicals again in Maharashtra. Yeah. And then was fortunate enough to got a call and started here the corporate journey. So in 14 years of Dubai, the first 11 years have been into corporate. So I worked with Etisalat, which is the in the top 10 telco companies, telecom providers. So I worked for 6 years with Etisalat, 3.5 years with Alfutem, and another stint with an IFCO group. So that's a very very brief about Sunil. And I think the way we learned into the corporate of keeping customer as a center, and that's what we tried creating even with our value propositions with the Sure as an organizations and for you. So that was a small connect about Sunil. Coming back to this slide, what I tried conveying here is, and why I wanted to start on the right side point about progressive leadership. The leadership here, and I gave this small very very antidote kind of an connect here, is the here Sunil is treated not as a number, that okay, one of the head count. Sunil is a treated here as a life. And when Sunil is treated as a life in this country, the entire perspective changes. Sunil will need the infrastructure, Sunil will need healthcare, Sunil will need the class quality education, Sunil will need the experience, Sunil will need so many things which is essential for a healthy life. So Sunil is considered here as a life. We have a 7 minutes kind of a turnaround time from the ambulance to from the Dubai police to from anywhere. So this is how the government has reached in taking care of the customer and the residents. So when you talk about the all other left side points, which is world class hospitality, to the education, to infrastructure, to transportation, to income and economy, it's all boils down to one factor, which is progressive leadership. And we have seen ourselves as a family in last 12 to 14 years that how the country has evolved. Yeah. We are proud enough to say this as our second home. Yeah. So this is how Dubai has been part and parcel of everyone's journey here. And believe me, when I in my journey of the real estate and when we meet all the clients, what I common tone here from the people is that Dubai soil is a land of opportunity. And I'm repeating the word of my one of the most aged client, Mr. Romy Kepulani and Mr. Bhuta Singh. They have been in the country for 30 plus years and they both are businessmen. And they says that Sunil, Dubai is a land of opportunity. Whoever has called it as a home, whoever has put in those efforts, Dubai has given them what they could even imagine. So this is how Dubai has been part and parcel of the journey. Yeah. So this is all coming from the real time examples. And what we said is why shore could be part and parcel of the journey. So we'll touch upon those aspects little later. In Dubai chambers, if you see the facts, in the first half of last year, 2024, Dubai chambers, which is an trade body here, they welcome 34,000 plus companies. So if you boils down to this, when you do the mathematics, approximate 6,000 companies on monthly basis, approximate 200 companies on daily basis, and approximate when you see 8 hours as a time, one company every 2 minutes getting registered in Dubai is a new company registration we are talking about. So you can see, I don't need to tell you why Dubai, right? If the business people in the organizations from the worldwide, if they are trying to make Dubai is a place, there are the statistics. Every 2 minutes, one company getting registered, new company getting registered in Dubai. So this is what Dubai is all about. Another aspect, the D33 as an interventions. Yeah, so that's an hope and aim for Dubai government that they want to double the economy size of the country in next 8 to 9 years of time. Yeah. And another point about Aldar is a government body and DP World is again in Dubai ports. Yeah, they have united the hand and they are transforming the logistic parameters, which will again be a kind of an booster for those dreams which the government has. So the beauty here is everything goes hand in hand. The word which we learn in other parts of the country that the integrated efforts, the backward integrations, here you see actually happening on the ground. And I tell to a lot of my clients that the leadership here is is into different mode. They are running the city as a kind of CEO, yeah, wherein it creates a win-win propositions, and in the trade-off, the country and the people of the residents grows. Whoever come here grows. So that's my take of the why Dubai. Yeah, we can move to next. So here, like I said, 200 plus nationalities are calling this place as a home. Yeah, 85 to 87% of the people who are here, they are an expats. Can you ever imagine a place wherein they don't feel that a lot of people are coming from worldwide here? They are ready to welcome. And see those 15% on those 12-15% of the people, what kind of magnet they have become, what kind of proposition they are bringing to the world, that it's bringing everybody here. They are not fearful that we are very very small in numbers, like a lot of countries they fear that what if a lot of immigrants come, what if a lot of people comes in, what if they outgrown our numbers. Here is a successful model wherein no worries about all. Dubai is launching and creating the red carpet for all the world's the talent, all the world's of business people who wants to come in here, to come, play, settle here, and be the part of the journey. So that's how the win-win. Yeah, it's a sixth safest city in the world. Dubai Metro Blue Line. Why we wanted to mention here is Dubai Metro got announced in 2009, so it's already been these many years, 15 plus years. Another blue line because when they are aiming to double the Dubai population and the economy, so obviously, so a lot of those integrated efforts are going on. Yeah, Etihad Rail. It's a first time. So in Dubai, because the fuel cost is very economical. Till now, the focus was not on those cargo or commercial elements of the Etihad Rail. So this will again revolutionize. Yeah, adding and connecting to the other countries of the GCC world. I think that would be the game changer. Wherein, so you see, Dubai is not thinking about today. We are thinking about next 15 to 50 years. And there is already a vision 2050 in the place wherein they want to make Dubai as a number one city in the world on all parameters, from infrastructure to from health to from education to everywhere. So this is how Dubai is trying to evolve. Yeah. Next. Okay, so I'm sure whatever I tried saying, you know directly or indirectly that why Dubai, but let's go into the world of Dubai real estate. Yeah. So here, in our own countries, we hear the framework that there is some governing body, there is a RERA and those kind of things. But here, that governing body, which is Dubai Land Department and RERA, they actually ensure that things happen digitally, things happen in an integrated manner, things happen in a very transparent manner. Yeah. So whenever we go for any property buying or property transfer, you don't carry those set of paper or nothing. Here is everything is systematic. Every title deed is secured in a manner that on one property title deed you cannot have multiple transactions, like sometime it happen in other country that one property got sold or got bought by two, three, four, five people in simultaneously. Yeah. So this is the beauty, and that's why Dubai real estate, you will not hear any fraud. You will not hear that one property got sold to four or five people. Here, I'll simply give you one example that even somebody, when they launch new project, what happens is the first 30%, the first 30% of payment which goes from customer to the developer, it doesn't go actually to the developer. There is a in between RERA bank account is created. So this amount is kept with that RERA account. So in case something happens to the developer, the investor's money is saved. So first 30%. So if you have paid, suppose when we talk about the new launch, you paid 10%, 10%, 10%. Yeah. First 30% you have paid, but developer got zero amount at that time. When you pay the next installment of the new plan, the 40th percent, that 10% will go to the developer. So you are seeing the mechanics very investor, very customer friendly, and Dubai has learned. So this is another beauty about the Dubai. When you see and when you see the history of real estate transactions here, it has experienced a little cyclic nature, little up, little down every 4, 5, 6 years. Yeah, and this is the beauty of government, that they learn why market has dipped. Yeah, was there any external connect? So external connect, obviously they are trying to foolproof that the external connects disturbs little later, but internally what they could have done better. So these are whatever you are seeing today, from system perspective to the governance perspective, everything is getting introduced on very timely manner. Yeah. So when we talk about the protecting customers, so we talk about Dubai Land Department, there is RERA as a governance body, and everything happens in digital manner. You get the title deed on your SMS when you do the property transfer at the same time. So there is a link, you click, you get new title deed, from whom you purchase, what price you purchase, you are the new owner. Everything is in super transparent manner. Yeah. And I'll simply tell you the quantum of transactions. So Dubai is a small city. It's a city. It's not a country, right? And in the city itself, there are 15 trustee registration offices, 15 plus, which mean at all 15 offices, whenever we want to book any property transfer, we get a time of maybe, okay, day after tomorrow or even after 2 or 3 days. So you can see the quantum of transfer happening. Yeah. And when you see why, then you see all those trust and quality and appreciation and value which people are getting. Yeah. So this is how Dubai is supporting and taking care of the investors' interest that nothing goes wrong. Next. Yeah. So why investors from all over the world? Yeah. So let's go into little more of the detail that high rental yields. What I hear from people worldwide, from US to Canada to Asian countries to Malaysia to Europe, that rental yields are into the percentage of 2, 3 kind of an percentage. But here Dubai is on an average. In residential, it's at around 6%. In commercial segment, it's around 7 to 8%. And now people are using those holiday homes and Airbnb and those kind of connects where the percentage are into double digit from 10 to 12, 13% as well. Yeah. So that is these kind of rental returns. People, they say it's a different world. Obviously taxations, no taxations on the investment. On the currency part, this is the, I don't know, it was a surprise even for me when I landed in this country around 14 years ago. So currency is pegged. Yeah, so I think that's the biggest advantage people experience is here, and fair pricing. Like I said, when vacancy report says out of those top 10 cities in the world from the ranking, and they see the real estate prices there, and when they see Dubai real estate prices, there is a lot more gap is there in terms of investment appreciation and potential to the customer. Coming back to on the sustainability and growth potential, so like Dubai is not only trying to be a concrete jungle. Yeah, Dubai want to be a holistic city. Dubai want to be a sustainable place. Yeah. And and when I what I hear from the stories of about the Dubai leadership, people says he want to create things for everyone, whether it's for new year 1 year old newborn baby, to the person who is studying here, to the person who wants to grow and settle here, to the person into the middle age, or to the person who want to retire. So I think this is the mindset. This is how they are trying to map each stage of the life and trying to create associated ecosystem so that each life is taken care at those stages of their journey. Future growth driven by mega projects like Expo 2020 and AI Al Maktoum International Airport. So I'm sure you all must have heard that the airport which Dubai government is planning, it will be the world's largest airport. And when we talk about world's largest airport, which you can assume and envisage how the bigger infrastructure, bigger opportunities it will bring for the residents and for the investors. So I think these are some of the points. So when you create them on the life, when you create on them so financial gain, and when you create in terms of the experience, yeah, I think Dubai is poised to support you on that. Yeah. Some of those elements, why only focusing on the financial part, from the capital to the rental to the investor to the financing options and market stability. Dubai, though Dubai appears to be at a very good price segment now, but what we are hearing now from the research agencies and people that Dubai will not have a decline, which was the case in the last 2 decades. Because, like I said, Dubai learned from the mistake, and so they have done all the due diligence. They have put in all those checks and balances so that it still continue to grow and keep creating the value for people. Another important point on this slide is about financing options. So when we talk about financing options, this is a good thing for the investors. So for non-residents, for the residents, we people we get 80% value as in coming from the financial or mortgage aspects only for ready properties. Yeah, so here in Dubai, you get finance only for ready properties, not for under construction, not for launch projects. Yeah, so we as a resident get 80%, but the non-residents, they still get 50 to 60% of the financing for ready properties. So that's a very very good portfolios. Sometime if you want to invest in and if you want to take the mortgage as a kind of connect, still as a non-resident of Dubai, you can get the mortgage facilities from the local banks. So yeah. Next. Right. So let's talk a little bit about the top five potential areas. So we talked about Dubai and real estate investment opportunities. So which top five areas can be a focus for all of us? So Dubai South, this is where the airport is coming up, and it's already a airport which is ready, but then obviously it will have a different phase of the expansion and growth so that it will achieve that status, which is the largest airport. So this area is poised to be growing. Al Furjan. Furjan is a place where I stay. Yeah, we stay here in Discovery Gardens. Our office is in near Ibn Battuta shopping mall. So there is a commercial tower which is known as Ibn Battuta Gate offices, and there is also an office of Amazon and a lot of multinationals. Yeah. So we stay in this area, and Dubai South is a place which will grow maybe after 4 or 5 years. So when you are nearing to that 2034 as a mega number one kind of a plan, but for immediate 5 years, I would say Al Furjan. And when you see the Dubai government data of last 12 to 18 months, they say Al Furjan has created a lot of value to customer, or maybe highest value to the investors. Yeah. So that is where Al Furjan, it's a very, very connected area in terms of the metro, in terms of the religious places. Like you got a Dubai's only temple, church. It has a lot of schools. It got a shopping mall. So it has a family friendly living communities. Yeah. So whatever you need, those perfect combinations, everything is there in Al Furjan, and there are projects. So the picture which you are seeing here, it is of Muruz Al Furjan. Yeah. And you can see the market traction. It has given 300% returns on the investment in last 2.5 to 3 years. 300%. And we are proud to be a number two real estate agency in Furjan who has done the number of transactions. Why number two? Because we are not that 20, 20, 30-year-old organization in here, but the organization who is very, very recent, yeah, and having that number two transaction. So this has created that we have done the value conversations. We have been part of the client's journey on the value proposition, not that how much money we will as an organization make, but how much returns or what are the purpose will be solved for the clients. Yeah, and that's where we have come across. So if you remove that age of the organization, then sure, as an organization comes as a number one in terms of doing the transactions in Furjan. The another area which is of focus is Medan. Yeah. So Dubai is also evolving as a small satellite district. Yeah. So that when Dubai is growing and poised for doubling the economy and population, each side doesn't go to one side for your all of the business and offices and commercial transactions. So each of these five areas are evolving as a district. So Dubai South will be another satellite district in around 5 to 7 years. Al Furjan is already at very, very close to, maybe in a year or two, it will be regarded as a district. So Medan, again, around in 5 years, it will be district. So district mean you have everything inside. You don't go from one district to another district for schooling or from office purpose, so that there is no load on the infrastructure, there is no load on the traffic and associated aspects. Yeah. So you'll have everything in house. Medan will have a school, hospitals, offices, residential, everything, recreational, everything inside. So that's how the each of those areas are evolving as a satellite district. Dubai Island. This has been a very, very high focus for last 2 years. Lot of branded developers from Nakhil to even those Brixos to Anantara and those kind of worldwide resort player have around their own projects. So it has a good potential. And Dubai land, so it's little away from the main hub of Dubai or Sheikh Zayed Road, but when you go and when we talk about those future expansions, Dubai land is supporting them on those expansion plans. So these are the top five potential areas. And if you are thinking in terms of investing for the immediate returns of 2 to 3 years, then I would say Furjan and associated nearby areas should be the choice. But if you are thinking as a long-term value gain, then it should be Dubai South to Medan to Island to Dubai land. So this is how, but we'll go into little more details in subsequent slides. Yeah. Next. Great. So lot of queries which we receive from people is what is the difference of plan and ready properties? Because if I see our portfolio, uh, 60 to 70% of the people have invested in off plan, and around 30-35% have invested in ready properties. So whenever we meet to the client, we simply ask them, first question is why. It is not about start with why came from the Simon Sinek's book. It is why is about understanding the purpose of investment. So to whomsoever you speak in our team of Shore Real Estate Property Expert, they'll be eager to understand, sir, why you want to buy this property, what is the purpose, how you see, is it for end use or purely for investment? Because both has a two different tracks. If it's for end use, then we'll talk about different areas to you. We'll talk about different types of apartment or townhouses or villas. And if we talk about the ready properties, or if you are planning not for investment, if you're planning for investment, then different options and different tracks. But if you're planning for end use, then we will suggest you some different options, different projects and different propositions. So that's a perspective, because whatever investment, the money which you want to put in, it should aid and serve your purpose. Yeah, because, and that is the beauty of working with an agency like us. So for example, if you go to developer A directly, yeah, they will talk to you only about their projects in a good light, and may not be in good lights about other developers in the market. Yeah. And here the good thing about the top 5 developers is, whenever, even if you go directly to them, even if the price is 1.99 million, this 100% of the price remains same. There are no changes at all. Even 1 dirham is not reduced with the top 5, top 7 developers. Yeah, and we are a proud partner with those top 5 to top 10 developers in Dubai. And where is this kind of comfort comes in? Second point, why it can be sure as a place for you, because we don't charge you anything extra for off plan properties. We handhold you. We will understand your requirement, that for your requirement or for your need, which developer, which area, which project will suit you, without any additional charge from you for under construction, for off plan or launch projects. So if you go directly to them, they will talk about their projects in good light, may not be in good light for other projects. But when you come to us, we will tell you, sir, these are the 5 different projects, 5 different developers, 5 different opportunities. Yeah. And we'll discuss, we'll try to map, and we'll understand that, we'll give you those 2, 3, 4 options. We'll take you to the site, we'll have those visits, we'll understand the pros and cons, and then we will, in case you want to move forward, we will do that. Yeah. So that is the beauty of, as you as a client is not getting charged for any of that off plan properties any single dirham extra. Yeah. So that is the beauty of working with an agency, because we are taken care through the developer. Yeah. So this is how the shore comes into the picture. But let me focus more on off plan and secondary. See, what we tell to people is, if your purpose is pure investment, on Excel sheet the return should look nice. Yeah. And as Dubai is poised to, so what market and research and assumptions are saying, that Dubai will continue to have this kind of an accelerated journey at least for 5 years. So when the economy is growing, yeah, when the economy is growing, don't settle for 6-7% of the returns. Here the banks are giving you guaranteed 5% returns in Dubai. Yeah. So when we say that, investing for ready property, putting 100% of the money, suppose you are buying for 100 dirhams or 100 rupees, so you are blocking 100 rupees, you are getting only 6-7% returns. When Dubai is growing, what we tell to people, that supply and demand ratio is continuing, the challenges or the gaps are continue to exist. In those kind of scenarios, the wise decision is to buy in the launch property or under construction property. You do not pay 100%, because the payment is as per the construction plan with the timeline of 2 to 3 years, whatever is the timelines. You pay in small installments. So there is a booking amount you pay, and then every 4, 5, 6 months as per the payment plan you continue to pay. So you are paying small, your risk is less as an investor, and Sometime our client says, so we normally churn their properties in around 12 to 18 or 20, 24 months whenever they are have some kind of connect. So your investment is less. So suppose if you invested, let's take an example of 1 million dirham property for one bedroom apartment, which is a real time case scenario in Furjan. Yeah. So here is a property which is 300 meters away from metro station. Yeah. And the price is 1 million dirham. The payment plan is 50-50. So which means 50% you need to pay in 2 years, because 2 years is the handover timelines. Yeah. So it got launched in January. Now the handover will be in December 26. So in 2 years, you'll pay 500,000, which is 50%. Suppose you paid 50%, which is 500,000, 500,000. And at the time you sell near the handover, price for sure, which has been the journey of last 24 months, for sure it should increase by two, around 250 to 300,000, because already there are other launches are at 1.2, 1.3 million. So even I'm taking the base of today only, not of after 2 years. So you are buying and investing 500,000 only, and if your returns are 250 to 300,000, which mean around 50% ROI you are getting in 2 years. 50% return on investment in 2 years, which is very, very comfortable. So what did you do? You did not put 100% of the money on day one, which you would need to if in case you buy the ready property. What also did you do is you reduce your value proposition in terms of the risk, and the returns are multipliers. Here you could have earned in 2 years from 6.5 to 7%, or around 14-15%. Here you have an opportunity to earn around 40 to 50%. So that's where our value proposition, our conversation with you is, what is the purpose? So being on the similar timelines, and I think that's what people understood, that 70% of our clients have invested into the off-plan properties. So off-plan means the under construction, the new launches. What is the secret? The secret is very simple. In Dubai, either invest in top 5 to top 7 developers, or invest in an area which is growing, which has those enablers, which has those ecosystems from metro and associated elements. And when you talk about those two segments, one is top 5 developers, obviously the price which is little high, the asking price is high. But when you focus on a community which is growing very, very fast, the returns can be much better, and even at smaller cost. Perfect. So that is about the off plan. The ready property, also it is an investment who want to play very, very safe, very traditional kind of investment. So 30% of the clients are into this category, which is okay. If it's a first time investment, people want to go a little slow. They want to understand the response and trends and all. So both, for ready property, you will need to put 100% of the investment in one go. 50% can be the mortgage for non-investors, and a lot of details can be a part of our conversations when our one-to-one conversations happens, in case of any one of you are interested. Okay, so let's move to now next. These are those 7 to 10 developers. So see, everything which is happening here, from the brand name of Shore to these developers, you will see some correlation, you will see some linkages, that why Shore, the name has been kept. It's about trust and it's about connect, and why we are working with the top 10 developers for our 80% of the transactions. Yeah. So that's where we work with the top developers, so that because for us, you are more important, you as a client. And when we go to the developers name, these are the top 10 developers in Dubai. Yeah. Let's go to now the next slide, which is about the Shore value propositions. So what is the Shore meaning? If you see, SUR is Shore. Why we kept the name? Because we really felt that in this industry, in the real estate industry, what we have experienced is a lot of creativity comes, and property consultants start putting the agent first, instead of putting client first. Yeah. So we said, no, we don't want to be in that segment. For us, every closing of the deal is a beginning of the journey. It's a start of a new relationship. And that's why we kept that Shore as a name, the Shore Real Estate. It's about, when you are with us, rest assured, somebody is there to work for your own interest. So S is about service excellence. Yeah, U is about understanding you, that why why Dubai, why the property, and why so much of money. So that is the understanding you. The R is about relationships. I think uh, you will see there are a lot of testimonials of people, and you will realize that why 80+% of the our deals are repeat or referral deals. Yeah, so that's how we have been part and parcel of their relation and journey. And the E, I feel it's the most one of the important thing for us is the integrity. Yeah, though Dubai itself is an reference and benchmark for the integrity and those things, but we also wanted to align ourselves that we will never ever involve in other practices. Yeah, and maybe if you give this as a connect to my corporate journey, or I give a lot of credit to the work which I work for Tata Group in India. So I think that's where it comes from, and our punchline itself, it says built on trust and perfected with excellence. So that's how we can be part of your journey in a more trusted and supportive manner. Yeah, next. So why we, in addition to our ethos and the way of working and coming across to you and work in your interest, we simply don't go in that, okay, whatever we have, let's give to the client. In the market research, understanding the purpose and supporting and connecting to the dots so that it creates a value for you. And then financial strategy, wherein according to the plan, suggest you how it can be a win-win propositions. Yeah, next. So this is the most important slide, and I really enjoy this part of question and answer, wherein I want to really understand that how after listening to this, and I'm sure you already have a lot of queries and clarifications. So we are open now for live questions. Whoever wants to type, what kind of questions, what are kind of clarifications, what are those opportunities, anything. Yeah, how the monetary transactions can happen from outside of Dubai to this place. Do we need in-person visit or not? How the golden visa is coming into the picture. So a lot of those things are there. Yeah, and one of the most important pull factor in these recent time has been on the golden visa. So whatever questions you have, please type in. Yeah, and we'll try to address. So feel free, type and ask any kind of questions, and it will be an honor and pleasure that we can be part of your journey. I can see a question coming from Mr. Siddharth Jain. What are the tax implications and mode of transferring the funds from India? Sir, it's very very simple. Obviously, Government of India has created some kind of a governance and framework in recent times, so we need to align with those things. But when it comes to the Dubai in the city, there are no taxations. So there are nothing called property gain tax. There are no such kind of an uh, other associated elements. Here it's a pure 1 dirham to 1 dirham as a kind of comes in registered in your name. Very very simple. Transferring the funds, sir, there are a lot of options. We can maybe connect differently on this, but a lot of the times you have those banking channels and there are non-banking channels, so we can connect it. But believe me, it's a very very smooth, very trustworthy, very transparent manner thing comes in here. And there are banking solutions here. The developers are quite flexible in terms of understanding that client is an international client, so understand and be flexible in terms of giving you those timelines. So rest assured, we can explore more, but it's a very easy things to manage. That is the summary. I have another question about Mr. What is gold? Associated question from Mr. Sir, Golden Visa has been a very, very. I wanted to show you even my Golden Visa. So, Golden Visa, it's a 10 years Golden Visa. The minimum requirement is the 2 million dirhams of investment into property. The good thing is you don't need to invest 2 million dirham on day one. The property value should be 2 million dirham. So in INR, it's around 4.5 CR. The good thing is you can buy on off-plan property, which means the launch property 2 million. You even if you paid the first installment of 10%, you are eligible to apply for golden visa even after that. So that's a beauty, which mean approximate 45-50 lakhs you invested. On the next day, you once we get the title deed, it's called pre-title deed. It takes around 7-10 days to come in, and after that, you are eligible for applying 10 years golden visa for you, for your parents, for your kids, and you can even sponsor your support staff or driver to homemates and so ever. Yeah, so that is the beauty. It's a 10 years golden visa on this investment as a property value. But even if you pay the first installment of the property, uh, for you will need to stay in the country for 5-7 days, because it has a process of medical and your fingerprinting, stamping, and so on and so forth. But so what it give you flexibility is, whenever you want to come to Dubai, you don't need to apply for any visa. Just book the ticket, pack your bag, airport, and welcome to Dubai. So that's a good thing is, on one property you can sponsor your ecosystem: parents, child, support staff. Yeah. I have another question from Mr. Varun. Mr. Varun also asked about Shobha Sinaya Island, and once we decide to sell the property under off plan, what is the turnaround time? Okay, sir, Shobha is a very respectable developer, very very good name in the quality. What I tell to people is, obviously work with good developers, but not each of the good developer is giving you good returns. So for example, if developer A has 10 projects, yeah, only maybe 2 3 4 of the projects, so don't go only with the brand name that any and everything for a particular developer will be good. Yeah, we need to have little bit of due diligence, understanding purpose, timelines, and plan, and accordingly we can suggest you. So I don't want to say anything yes or no here, but we'll need to understand little more clarity. And the turnaround time is very very simple. If you say that, Sunil, we have bought the property, what I would advise, that at least if you buy any property for resale or churning or turning it around for investment, let's keep it for around minimum 12 to 18 months. Yeah, and the most ideal time to sell the property is in the last 12 months of the handover. Yeah, so suppose if you bought property which is on 1st January 25 and getting handover in around 2 or 3 years, don't sell it in 6 months or 9 months. Yeah, keep it, let it go a little mature, let building or townhouse or villas come to some kind of a shape or life, and then we sell. So then there is a traction. Yeah, but it will vary from project to project, locality to locality, and developer to developer. Yeah, so I don't want to give you zero or one answer. It needs a little more detail, which will align to your purpose. Then Mr. Chandra, Al Marjan Island is a good investment option. Sir, Russell Khema, so there has been a lot of news in the market about that casino and associated ecosystem. What we hear from the benchmark, that for a casino you need a 6 times of the inventory in the market. Yeah? But what it looks like is there is some overflow has already happened. Yeah, so that is what the connect. But let's understand a little more in detail about the timelines, and can we, and even now the prices are a little high there. Yeah, so though we, so that's a beauty, that we have an open arm. We don't work for a particular developer. Yeah, for us you are more important. Your plans, your purpose, your investment options or objectives are more important. So according, we'll need to understand little more details, how much, what timelines, and but there are a lot of better options in the market. Mr. Jatin has another question. Nowadays, many developers pitch for payment plan wherein you can opt in for plan for post 2 to 3 years. And what is the stamp duty? So here, let me begin in reverse manner. So stamp duty cost is very, very unified in Dubai. It's a 4% of your property value. So suppose if you buy a 1 million property value, 4% is the, which is 40,000 dirhams is your registration DLD cost. We call it DLD, Dubai Land Department cost. Yeah. Now, sir, see, Dubai is a market which is growing market for today. Yeah. What typically developer does is, even if they are giving you the post handover payment plan, actually they are building that financing cost to you only. It's a little smarter way of saying that it's a post handover payment plan to attract and to have that thing. But if you see that everything. So nobody will give you the free things to you. Nobody will give you the flexibility until it makes sense first to them. Yeah. So I have a little different opinion. We have seen the little different results from those kind of an attractive so-called plans. There are something will go into little more details, Shah sir. Yeah. We have another question from Mr. Dr. Sufatur Rahman. How many developers gone bankrupt or disappear without complete? Do you have data? uh, Doctor sir, like I connected in between about those cyclic nature of Dubai growth in those around 10 years ago in 2008, 2011, and in something one more cycle in that time. At that time, there has been some of the scenario wherein there was a lot of issues. Lehman Brothers happened in 2000. Yeah, Nomura came into the picture worldwide. So at that time, it happened across the globe. But like I said, the good thing about Dubai is they learn from the mistakes. So whatever mistakes, so I'll tell you one of the mistakes which Dubai rectified. They were giving loans to the even off-plan and under construction properties at that time, which they stopped because the project is still on the paper and still in the air. So they stopped. Yeah, they kept that 30% of the first money which goes to developer, it goes to the bank account of the government for the in the name of that project for sure. So they started taking care that if something happens wrong with the developer, then the first 30% is not going to the developer at all. So your money is safe in a way with the government. So I'm trying to tell you with this question is that lot of by having those kind of consequences and outcome, lot of inbuilt system has been brought to the floor to take care of the interest of those developer interest of the investors. Yeah. So to answer your question directly, I would say in last 8 9 10 years, zero developers. In last 8 9 10 developers, zero developer has gone bankrupt. But before that, because of a lot of loopholes were there, yeah, people took the advantage of the situation and the kind of laws and regulations. But after in the last 8 10 years, nothing. Speak and span. Here even you have a guideline that if the project are delayed, normally with the good developers and good locally things are not, but you have a penalties and some of those mechanics which takes care of interest. I have another question from Mr. Varun. Instead of golden visa, we can offer investor visa. Investment is less. Yes, sir. So there are. So what I said, the 2 million was the requirement as a property value, though not as an investment for golden visa. But you have a silver visa, you have an investor visa. So price cap is less. So yes, there are options. There are options for sir. Prasad, sir, we have another. What could be the minimum investment range? Very, very good question. Sir's minimum ticket item here is a category called studio apartment. In terms of dirham, it's at around 450,000, 500,000, which in Indian rupees, it should be around 1.2 CR approximate. Yeah. The good thing is you can, again, you keep that price tag of around 1.2 CR, but you invest with the time. So you're not investing in one go. Yeah, so you can even begin with 15 20 lakhs to begin, and then you pay with the time, having the property value of around 1 to 1.2 CR. Yeah. Another question from Mr. Sumit Burman. I don't know if it's same Sumit Burman because I have a senior whose name is Sumit Burman in Reliance. I worked under him in that growing days. So, but directly, indirectly, thank you, sir. Your name looks quite familiar. So, do you get financing options for under construction property, sir? We used to get in Dubai, but like I said, after those learnings of 2008-10, Dubai government has stopped that just to so that market doesn't become a bubble. Yeah, they wanted to have very solid connect so that it grows, and creates value. So yeah. Another question from Jatin sir is how the area near Maxis Metro City? Many Indians are staying near Maxis Metro, and what will be the cost of 2 BHK in this area? Sir, approximate cost of 2 BHK, it should vary from 1.2 million, which is around 2.5, 2.6 CR onwards. Yeah, but these are little old development, old areas. Building age is around 18 to 20 years. That's how 1.2 million. So I'll give you the little brand new or 0 to 5 years of age of the building, the costing. So a studio should cost you around 500 to 600,000 dirhams. One bedroom should cost you around 1 million to 1.2 million dirhams. I'm talking about 0 to 5 years of age of the building. Yeah. So studio 500 to 600, one bedroom 1 to 1.2 million, two bedroom 1.5 to 1.7 million, three bedroom 2.2 to 2.5 million. So that's a average range into a good growing area. Yeah. Then obviously you have a very premium areas. Yeah, but like I said, I don't want to suggest you anything that this is the price tag. I'm saying this is the average price range. It will vary basis of the area and size and developer and those elements. Yeah. Mr. Sumit Burman responded same one. Sir, thank you. Great, great. Thank you for your time, sir. Okay. Any other questions? We have another question from Mr. Jain. Can you please type here the range just told? So we can type the range. Uh, so I'll repeat, and we are also typing this range here. So for studio, 500 to 600,000 dirhams. For one bedroom, it's a 1 to 1.2 million dirhams. For two bedroom, it's a 1.5 to 1.7 million dirhams. For three bedroom, 2.2 to 2.7 million dirhams. So these are the apartment rents. You also have four-bedroom apartments and then penthouses and duplex and also. Yeah. Then you also have a townhouses and villas. So townhouses, like it's a row houses in India. Yeah, wherein you have elements of uh, in a typical three-bedroom townhouse. So you have, like, for example, four row houses are together. Yeah. So these are the known as townhouses. Typically, the corner one are four bedrooms and middle ones are three-bedroom townhouses. So these are connected four kind of a cluster of townhouses. And yeah, uh, typically corner are four bedroom. What it includes is, in the three bedroom, I'll tell you, the typically the plot size varies from 2000 to 2600 square feet. That's a plot size. The built up typically as ground plus first floor, the built up varies from 2100 square feet to 26 or 2900 square feet. That is about the plot built up. And built up here is, it's not like in, I believe a lot of people are from India here. The built up here is not in super built up or something. It's a very, very net built up, very simple. We don't have concept of super built up and those elements, or reducing the 30% from the total, nothing. It's a net built up. So I'll repeat, for three bedroom, the plot is between 2000 to 27 square feet of plot. The built up is from 2000 to 2900 square feet of built up. It's typically ground floor plus first floor. On the ground floor, you typically have your car parking. You have a maid's room with attached washroom for the maids or support staff. Then you have a guest washroom on the ground floor. Then you have a kitchen. Then you have a living come dining area. Then you have your own garden. So that is on the ground floor. When you come on, and you have store and laundry area also on the ground floor. When you go on first floor, it is uh, suppose it's a three bedroom, then you have three bedroom, one is master bedroom, and then there are two other bedrooms and with the balcony. And the master bedroom typically faces the garden side, which is on your ground floor. You have a garden space. So out of if we take an example of 2600 square feet of a plot, the typical garden size is around 1200 square feet. Remaining 1400 square feet is a construction, and then again on the top on 1400 square feet is a construction. So that's how roughly it comes from 2800 square feet. Yeah. uh, I have another question from Doc. Also on the townhouse, so that is the typical townhouse, all are connected. Then you have a type called villas. Yeah, so villas are like independent villas. Yeah, the plot size is a little bigger, in the range of from 5000 to 7800, 8000, 10,000, 12,000 square feet even. So that is the range. The built up also varies based on the number of bedrooms. Some comes with the lift, some come with the on pool, and accordingly the prices. Yeah. Another question from Dr. Rahman is there any authority if they breach an agreement like delayed payments? Yes, yes. So Dr. Rahman sir, this is one of the basic thing what Dubai government wanted to implement is how to create the trust. What are the ways wherein those things doesn't happen, what are the past mistakes for that. So yes, there is a strong body called RERA. It's a RERA framework is there, which is implemented and governed by DLD, Dubai Land Department. So whatever the breach of terms are there, you can raise those things to the DLD parameters through online. You have a body you can go to and meet their office. And the good thing is you are heard. They are the person who is in default. They are given a time of 24 to 48 hours. Huh? Mark my words. So that's how Dubai moves. And if there is no response, they block their property. They block their lot of uh, checks and balances are in place. So which are taking care of the aspirations and safety aspect of those investments. Yeah. Another question from Chandra sir: are there any penalties of any delay payment from buyer? So sir, typically buyer gets 30 days of grace time. So suppose your installment is due on 30th January, you will get a 30 days of time as a grace time. But if you go beyond that, then the developer has a, in practice, it will be mentioned into your sale and purchase agreement, which you both parties sign, that the penalty will be on 6%, 9%, 12% on annual basis. So suppose your payment of 100,000 is due, and if the penalty is 12%, so the 12,000 dirhams is a penalty for 1 year. So if you delay only for 30 days, another 30 days, then you are paying only 1,000 dirhams. So very, very straightforward transactions in Dubai. Another question from Gupta sir is, how can I correct it in Dubai to discuss further for specifics? Sir, very, very simple. You just order us. Very simple. Order us that I want to discuss. We are here, sir. No worries at all. And that is the purpose, because we don't want to push what we have in our stock. We want to understand what will make sense for you, what are the timelines, and then we will discuss on the options, and we'll have your feedback. We'll try to fit in and accordingly. Yeah. Chandra sir, no more questions. Okay. So I think any other thoughts, questions from the team? Okay. For any of other related aspects, directly, indirectly, if you want to invest or not, even if you people are coming for visit, yeah, we have another question: how much commission short charges from buyer side? Sir, I'll tell you. Good questions. Money is always a good question. Yeah. Sir, for under construction properties, like I said in between, for off plan launches, we as an agency are taken care from the developer side. So the zero commission, no agency fees. For resale, yeah, for secondary resale, if you want to buy in, then the RERA framework here in Dubai says 2% commission comes from the buyer. Yeah. So here seller doesn't pay, because that's what the RERA framework says. 2% commission is paid from the buyer side for resale or secondary property which is ready or something. For the off plan, directly buying the property, we don't take any commission or any agency fees from the only commission which you can offer to us is a cup of tea or cup of coffee when we have those interactions. For off plan property, nothing, sir. Only your thank you and tea and coffee and blessings. Siddharth sir, another have question: do we need to pay resale charges to the developer? Sir, we don't have any resale charges to the developer. Not at all. There is only a NOC is needed, because, like I said, Dubai has brought in all the checks and balances, so there are no dues from the existing owner. So developer issue an NOC, no objection certificate, and there is some fees which varies from 500 to 5,000 dirhams, basis of the different developers and the kind of work it involves. Yeah. How much is paperwork charges? Zero, sir. There are no paperwork charges. Only the title deed. So there is around 1,300 dirham charges are there for title deed, but nothing in terms of paperwork. Like I said, for off-plan launches, new products, we don't charge anything from you. For secondary resale, we manage your entire logistics, from the developer's NOC to the form creations to the transfer and to all other in between process. If it's a mortgage or whatever, then our fees is 2% of the property price for resale or secondary properties, nothing for off plan. So there are no charges in terms of the additional work or any additional things. Any other questions? Okay. Yeah. So perfect, sir. So we got a team of property consultant, property expert from 5 different nationalities. Uh, after this, I think after this picture, we expanded more. So we have more 4, 5 faces. But rest assured, all are governed and geared up as per the sure way of working. So rest assured, either you speak to Sunil or to any one of our team members, yeah, you will get the same level of trust, confidence, support, and partnering in your journey. Siddharth Jain, we got last another question. It's perfectly fine. Sir, bank account is not needed to buy the property. Yeah, but when you sell and then the money will come, then the money will come to you in dirhams, and that money will come only in your name. At that time, you should have a bank account so that money can get deposited. The good thing is for non-residents, bank account gets opened easily, so no need to worry. So to summarize, while buying the property you don't need a bank account. Money can be brought into various options and platforms. When you resale, because the check of the resale will be prepared in your name only, at that time you need a bank account, and that is also easily manageable, but you need to be in the country for 3, 4, 5 days to open the bank account at that time. Yeah. What is the rental yield from Ritesh, sir? Again, Ritesh Srivastava, I don't know if I remember this name. I had another senior in my engineering industry of dairy and food technology. So the rental yields are typically varies from 6 to 12% depending on. So commercial is typically so residential is typically 6 to 7%. Commercial give you 7 to 8%. When you go to the holiday home and Airbnb kind of a model, the returns are typically in double digits. It's a 10 to 12%. Ritesh Srivastava sir is the same. Thank you, sir. Perfect. We have another question. What happens to token money if the deal is cancelled, sir? This is a good question, Bharat sir. Token money here is kept with the agency, so that is a good thing. It doesn't go to the owner. Yeah, and token money doesn't become in form of a cash or anything. It's a copy of the check. Yeah. So if you are buying a secondary property, which is the resale, because if it's an off-plan property, then directly go to the developer. Yeah. And if you don't want, then the money comes back to you. And in case of secondary or resale, secondary means the ready property. In case of resale, the as the check is remained with the agency, and in the MOU which we prepared, the memorandum of understanding, it's clearly written that the check will be given back. So no worries at all. What is the rental yield we discussed? Thank you, sir. Same all your senior. Chandra. Seems all your seniors are here. Sir, seniors mean it's a blessing, sir. So, so Chandra, sir, thank you for active interest. The way you have been asking the questions and the way you are responding, it's a great honor and support and pleasure to be here. Like I said, we as a Sure. Our ethos and way of working has already been a partnering way. Every closing of the deal is a beginning of the relationship, and that's what we proudly say. 80% of the clients are repeat or referral. We are proud to manage around 30 plus SMB business portfolio of Indian business houses. We manage end to end, which means we buy for them, we rent for them if needs to be, we sell for them, and we reinvest the money. So I think that's the trust people have shown it us here. We do a roadshow on quarterly basis in some of the cities in India. We are trying to expand this speed maybe on monthly basis very soon. So do you also manage property sports? Yes. So like I said, we manage end to end hand holding of the entire journey, and that's what we say. It's a spoke single point of contact. And yeah, so rest assured, very transparent manner. One team will manage your buying to hand holding to renting to paperwork and everything. So yes, everything with Sure. I know. By the way, I worked in Reliance. Wow, Chandrasan. So in a way, you are also senior. I worked in Reliance Industries between November 2004 to September 2006 at Jamnagar and in Mumbai, the corporate office in RCP, Reliance Corporate Park. Great. Any other questions? Otherwise, we are on the last leg of our thing. Anything else? Any other questions? Even if not, you have the numbers 99 to 2001. So then you are right. So you are also my senior. But we have a lot of people from Reliance Refinery in Jamnagar. So I also stayed in Reliance Greens in the same township. Uh, we have a lot of seen people in Reliance who are working in oil and gas sector of Dubai and Abu Dhabi. So Jain sir, pleasure connecting. Yeah, we are available irrespective of this webinar anytime, even irrespective of the professional or personal. Even if some of your friends, people are coming to Dubai, in case they need any guidance, help, even about ticket, which area they should stay, feel free. Yeah, we all are there. Uh, Prasad, sir, residential property can be used as a commercial company office. Yeah, sir, here, like I said, Dubai is a little systemic, structured place, so they don't encourage to have a residential and commercial as a mixed kind of a combination. So typically, they don't allow. Mr. Shadi, thank you very much for sharing this. Always available. Varun sir, thank you so much for your encouraging comment. Yeah. Sumit sir, do you also manage properties for? Yeah. We manage, like we answered already. We manage the entire. Yeah. Like I said, for 30 plus small business houses of India, from West Bengal to Ranchi to MP to Rajasthan to NCR region to South part, even including Madurai, one of the farming group. So we manage the entire end to end. Yeah. Great. So thank you so much once again. It's been honor of. Can you share email for future connect? Yes, sir. Our team will reach out to each and every one of you with our contact details. In case you want to reach out, have my number. Yeah, they will share my number as well. So for sure, yeah, you will get everything. So thank you once again for your time. Like I said, this is the most precious thing you have contributed to us today. So thank you once again and have a good evening. Thank you.